Hello YouTube. This video is about this body and the fact that I want to remove it so that we can finish welding the frame. Off comes the hood. The hinges on the hood are basically half-inch bolts with brass bushings. It's 2 bolts, and we'll take the 2 bolts off and remove the hood. With this nut removed and the other hinge pin bolt removed, we should be able to jiggle the hood loose, and now it's separated from the hood, from the car. We can roll it away from the car. And into storage. Off comes one big radiator. Off come the linear bearings. This will be the first time I pull this motor and transmission with transmission fluid in the transmission. We'll see how big of a mess I make. We'll use the fuel pump to drain as much fuel out of the system as we can. And that's it. We can carefully lift out the wiring harness for the front of the vehicle. Oh, I got a wire tie. Now we can lift out the wiring harness. Out come the fuel lines. The fuel pump and fuel filter. Oh, there's no gas in it. Oh, there's some gas in the filter. Out it comes. Sorry for the background noise, it's pouring rain out there. Off comes the carburetor. Off comes what there is of the exhaust system. Out comes the fuel cell, and that's the entire fuel system. Out comes our through the firewall harness. The seats. Out comes the control console. And the steering wheel. Off comes the steering gearbox. Well, I guess it's time to face the big elephant in the room. Let's try to pull this motor out without spilling transmission fluid. Excuse me for saying it, but out comes the engine. So far, no transmission fluid on the ground. This is the body cradle that I built a while ago. I've made some modifications to it to make it work better. I've narrowed it 1 inch. I've shortened it 1 inch. It'll fit into the body mount locations much better now. I've also added blocks to the top of the posts, 2 inches to the front and 3.5 inches in the back. The reason there's a difference in the height in the back is because the body mount locations are recessed up into the body, and by adding the 1/2 inch, it'll sit level, and by adding the 2 inches, it'll sit higher. I've also added casters. So this should work very well when we take the body off. The next task is to remove the axles. The rear axle and suspension is gone, as well as the front axle and suspension. In fact, there's only one last set of bolts on the vehicle other than the doors. And that would be the removal of all the body bolts. bagging them. And now the only bolts left in the car, bulkhead. And I'm going to leave the bulkhead in to get a little more stability out of the body. With all the body bolts out, the body can fly away. All right, here we go.
Good to go.
Ready?
Yep.
That's as high as I can go.
He's at the stop, okay?
Yeah.
Is that going to clear?
Yeah.
I think it will. All right, we have to unlock the wheels on the gantry.
You bet.
All right.
Plenty clear.
We may have to move that forward.
Here.
No, we'll go down slow, a little bit at a time. All right, here we go. All set?
I think so.
More. There you go.
We down where we want to be?
I think you are.
Take a look, see if you want it. You might
Like it?
get a
Hey,
little-
this is right in the socket, right where it belongs.
Are you doing it?
Yep, that's good. That's perfect. All right. Now what I want to do is I want to pick the frame up and move it this way so we can put the body over there so he can get the GTO out.
Okay.
So we gotta unhook this thing. Send it. Boy, that's pretty good.
How about that?
Yeah, let's roll it this way. All right, jack stands. Ready?
Give it a whirl.
Outstanding! Nobody got hurt.
Can't you go right past the car?
I think what we're gonna do is put
Just go
this
right past the car.
put this right over the top of the car.
Yeah. It should work.
Wait a minute, easy, easy, okay. Just go all the way back, keep going, right to the workbench, right up against the workbench, there we go. All right, unlock the cradle.
Bearing in mind the door is now open, so be careful what you have to do.
Yeah, don't hold on to the door. Now we gotta be careful of the ramp over there because the car will wanna go down the ramp.
Yep. That's why I'm there. Okay, you cleared the frame here. All right.
That's close. That's fine. Right there. I just want them to be able to get out. Yeah, put it right up against the frame. There we go. That worked out well.
No problem.
So I think we accomplished what we set out to do. We've got the body off the frame. We had some friends over. We had some good talk. If you enjoyed the video, there'll be more.